Strive not to be a success, but rather to be a value.
The proverb, "Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value," urges us to shift our focus from seeking personal recognition to making meaningful contributions to the world around us. It reminds us that true fulfillment and lasting impact come not from chasing fame, status, or material rewards, but from offering something genuine and helpful to others. When we center our efforts on being valuable, whether by solving problems, inspiring others, creating beauty, or making life better for those around us, success becomes a natural byproduct rather than the sole objective. Chasing success for its own sake often leads to emptiness, because external achievements without a deeper purpose can never fully satisfy the human spirit. On the other hand, when we devote ourselves to serving, improving, or uplifting others, we find a deeper sense of meaning, and the respect, opportunities, and rewards we might have desired tend to follow naturally. This proverb encourages us to build a life not around appearances or accolades, but around genuine contribution, reminding us that real success is measured not by what we take from the world, but by what we give to it.
We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are.
The proverb, "We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are," speaks to the necessity of change and growth in the pursuit of our dreams and aspirations. It reminds us that achieving new goals, reaching higher levels of success, or becoming a better version of ourselves requires transformation, a willingness to evolve beyond our current habits, mindsets, and comfort zones. If we cling to the same patterns, the same fears, and the same limitations that have defined us so far, we cannot expect to create different outcomes or live a more fulfilling life. Growth demands that we challenge ourselves, that we let go of old behaviors that no longer serve us, and that we step into the discomfort of change with courage and openness. It is through this process of continuous self-reinvention that we align ourselves with the future we desire. This proverb is a powerful reminder that wishing for a different life without being willing to become a different person is an empty pursuit. Real transformation requires action, resilience, and a deep commitment to becoming the person our dreams require us to be.
He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior.
The proverb, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior," highlights the idea that the greatest battles we face are not against others, but within ourselves. It suggests that true strength is not measured by physical victories or outward dominance, but by the ability to master our own emotions, desires, fears, and weaknesses. Conquering oneself means developing self-discipline, patience, resilience, and inner peace, qualities that are far more difficult to achieve than defeating an external enemy. It requires deep self-awareness, the courage to face uncomfortable truths, and the determination to overcome impulses that can lead us astray. While many might win battles in the world, only a few have the power to win the battles within their own hearts and minds. This kind of mastery brings lasting strength because it is not dependent on external circumstances, but built on an unshakable foundation within. The proverb reminds us that personal victory, the triumph over doubt, fear, anger, and temptation, is the highest form of strength a person can achieve, making those who attain it the true warriors of life.
Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them.
The proverb, "Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them," reveals a deep psychological truth about human growth and potential. At first glance, it might seem contradictory. How can accepting limits help us surpass them? But the power of this saying lies in its insight into the human mind. When we acknowledge our limitations honestly, we stop wasting energy on denial or false pride. We no longer pretend to be something we're not, and this humility becomes the foundation for real progress. Instead of being held back by frustration or fear of failure, we begin to understand our true starting point. That awareness is empowering. It gives us clarity about what needs to be improved, changed, or accepted. Accepting our limits doesn't mean we surrender to them. It means we recognize them as the edge of our current ability, not the end of our potential. From that point, we can grow deliberately. We can train harder, study more, take smarter risks, or ask for help. Actions we might not have taken if we were blinded by arrogance or insecurity. Paradoxically, it is this acceptance that unlocks the door to transformation. In embracing what seems like a boundary, we gain the freedom to stretch beyond it and reach new heights we never thought possible.